Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over first and 10.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
This one caught left side by Cooper. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 7 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting.
The Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He was brought down.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Complete. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line.
From that position. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Number 20.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
11-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, Get back to what works.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the last drive, the first. Good, 3 and out. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Giant ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The ball carrier.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
His pass.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Complete to
Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with Elliott. Shreds the tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Elliott, the ball carrier. Logan Ryan on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
Now Elliott. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
There, it's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Jones pass.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
New York.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he will find his man on the outside.
Jones pass.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Jones looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Intended for Izzy.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Jones making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, I got the safe completion on 3rd.
Dixon on to punt for the Giants.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
At the possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Prescott's pass.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
10th carry now for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Giants 21. Cowboys 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Jones. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
7 yards to go.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. That's to his running back, complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. The 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there is no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and
Prescott to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Giants 21, Cowboys 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's it.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Giants 21.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Complete.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go to the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Saquon Barkley. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 44, Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ezekiel.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
At the 26. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's Prescott. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
On the stop. 4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
The play brings up third and 4.
Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
Third and 5.
And again, it's Prescott. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
7 brings up second and 3 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Jones. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete. It's third down.
Jones now from the gun on third down. And a pretty pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Rashard Higgins, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 38-30 the final in a high-scoring affair. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jones to throw again, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the Giants ready to come out now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw, Prescott, and this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. A 40-yard punt, no return.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st.
And New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Jones. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Alden Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. This is Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Prescott now. This one caught left side by Cooper.
Prescott's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Throwing. Prescott. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of
2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Giants' 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to number
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. B.J. Hill in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a final return touchdown by the Cowboys. Touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Jones pass.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Now Jones.
At the 34-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams.
Jones pass.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
11 on the play. First down.
From the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Devontae Adams. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Jones now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Jones on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Back now here on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And second down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
At the 15-yard line.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Prescott yet again. This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12. And the Giants' 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Jones' pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Giants.
From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
For Caden Smith. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Jones. Going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 39, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jones' pass caught by number 11.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the draw, this is Barkley. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And that's caught by Smith. Yeah, the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th.
good for a Cowboy.
And again, it's Prescott. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan manager, Will Peppers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
New York ready to go again offensively. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's out past the 10 to about the 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. After the sack on first down, Prescott over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and it